Okay. All right. Robin's it. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Getting tired. What are we doing tonight?
um, Mediumship. The name Mike, we can probably go with that because I'm feeling like that's who I should be going with now.
Maybe that's why I thought of him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. And that doesn't mean others won't pop in, but
Okay.
we'll see. If you have a picture, it would help the energy more. If you don't, I'll just work off the name.
Yeah, I can
Um,
get a picture.
okay.
I might
Just
have to just put the app down really quick.
I don't know why I'm getting this. So he's showing me like him with a backpack on.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if and he's walking, so I don't know if he like to. I mean, that could be for a couple of reasons. It could be that he went somewhere and took a backpack of clothing. He went on a trip. Something with school. I don't really know. I just see him walking with a backpack on. Um,
Mm,
or he
Not
carried a
really sure
backpack
how
with
that
him.
fits in.
Huh? Okay. I don't know either.
Okay.
And maybe he had one with him sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just trying to. It's a little bit harder without a picture for me, but I get them
Let me
usually.
see if I can, if I go out of here, I'll just come right back in.
I know I do feel very nauseous all of a sudden.
Okay.
Um, I don't know why. I just feel like super nauseous. So usually with nausea, it's something with my stomach as well, or if the person experienced nausea, if I get things, it's usually an ailment or a symptom or something like that.
I'm sorry. I wish I
No,
knew
it's okay.
beforehand.
I just want to be able to bring him in stronger. I'm just struggling a little bit with him.
That's
Um,
okay.
just sometimes a picture will help that. And I just don't know if I have the energy to deal with a bunch of people coming through at once right now.
Oh, okay. All right. I did send it over, so just let me know if that works.
Hope I get the right person.
Uh,
Does he have like glass? Is he the one with glasses? Like sunglasses on his hat? That's the only one that's popping up. And then there's another one with sunglasses on his head. Oh, well, Robin went. I dropped her off.
I'm back.
Okay. I don't know if is he the one with the hat with the glasses on his head?
Yes.
Okay. So that him with the backpack keeps coming in, and I'm wondering if it has to do with being like outdoorsy or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay. Yeah. Because remember things are like symbolic and they kind of fit. Like that's what I would think of like if I'm going hiking, I take a backpack, kind of
Okay.
outdoorsy.
Yeah, he
Does that
was a
make sense?
hunter. Yeah, he
Okay.
was a hunter, so
Okay. So he would probably take a backpack when he went hunting.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Was there a time when he was missing for a moment?
So I don't know actually a lot of the details about that day.
Okay. Because I feel like he was missing or unaccounted for a certain amount of time. Is the
Okay.
way
I mean,
is
I can see that.
the way that it comes across.
Mhm.
Um, I he keeps showing me like an outdoor area. Um, So I don't know if he was, maybe that's why he was showing me with the backpack. Did something happen when he was like out hunting or walking or hiking or like outdoors?
No, not while he was like hunting or anything.
Well, he was like because I keep seeing like a woodsy area.
Okay.
So I don't know if he's showing me that because like that's where he would go, or if there's like he was at a woodsy area that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I would say it was probably a woodsy area where he was at.
Okay. He keeps taking me to. It's like I can't breathe all of a sudden.
Okay.
Like my chest feels really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So I can usually get that with like any kind of anything that's gonna make it hard to breathe. Uh, but he keeps showing me this area. I don't know why he keeps showing it to me. But it is like a woodsy type area. It feels like there's a river, a creek of some kind, or some type of water source.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's just a place that he liked or if he was there that day or what. Because I feel like again like I'm in a woodsy area. Um
Okay. Would it help you if I told you what happened and maybe you get more?
no, if you just validate if what I'm getting.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, I'm not too familiar with the area. It is a little further from me. I've never like occupied the area before, so I actually never went to where he passed away. So,
but he outdoors?
yes, he was outdoors.
Okay. Because this feels like some sort of accident or something that
Yes,
happened
it was.
outdoors in an area in I feel like
And like,
water's involved. That might be why he's showing me the water.
I don't think water was involved, but I mean, it could be near water. I'm not sure.
Right. Um that's what I'm saying. I'd be curious if you Google the area, if there's wood, if it's woodsy and there's either a river or creek or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Um
definitely, I would say it's woodsy. Like where we are, it's kind of woodsy from here and up. I mean, where he was.
that's what he keeps showing me. Um and I don't know if I'm misunderstanding what he's trying to say because sometimes they will repeat things if I'm not understanding why they're showing me what they're showing me.
Okay.
Um, it's either if I'm not understanding or it's not getting validated. It's one of the two, usually when they repeat stuff like that.
Okay.
Um,
Well, he was in an accident. I can
okay.
validate that for you.
Yeah, because I was getting accident, but like I'm not at home and
No.
like it's a woodsy area, but he's not showing me and now my chest is hurting. So there's something with the chest area.
Okay. I mean, he may have heard that. Yeah.
I don't know if there's some kind of what do you call it? There's something with the chest that's taking my air away or it's causing me pain.
I know he mentioned like, he used to mention like his lungs, like he had a problem with his lungs, like
Okay.
before, like he passed
Yeah,
away.
that
But
could be it. Because it can be anything in their life. You know what I mean?
oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. Also, I feel like I don't know what this okay, I don't know what this is. Um I'm trying to figure out more about the accident just for validation purposes.
Okay.
I feel like I'm flying through the air.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Okay. Yeah, he shows me he's flying through the air, which is really odd. But he comes across as very active and outdoorsy.
Yeah, definitely.
He was like always on the go, always doing something. I feel like he liked the adrenaline of stuff.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
he's kind of an adrenaline junkie, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Um,
would say that
yeah. Uh,
with certain
she
things.
said he liked to go fast or live life in the fast lane. Um, and I don't know by going fast, like he liked to drive fast or
Well, he was in a car accident, so
okay. But was he ejected?
that's what yeah, I think he was.
Because that's why I feel like I'm flying through the air.
Right.
I
So I
couldn't make
think
sense of it because I haven't done a lot of ones where I've been ejected. So I was trying to figure out if he was in a car or on something else. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and he was in
uh,
a little geo tracker like that you would take through the woods kind of thing. He always drove that thing around even though it wasn't safe.
okay, so it's kind of like a car, but it's kind of like a motorcycle type thing, or it's like a cross between the two. I don't know what a geo
It's
tracker
like,
is.
oh no, it's like a little tiny Jeep. Like it's ridiculous
Okay,
looking, but
all right,
it
okay, so that
maneuvers
that would
good.
make sense then. Okay, and it would also make sense why I kept hearing like I kept hearing motors, um,
Yeah.
like revving motors.
Mm.
Okay,
So he was speeding?
huh? Yeah,
Was he
he's talking about he liked to go fast.
so I'm
But
wondering
I
like if
but I keep seeing like a log.
a log?
Yeah, like the way I keep seeing it is it's a log or a piece of wood that the front tires hit. That's what he
Oh,
keeps showing it to. That's what he keeps showing me anyways.
okay.
That caused, that besides him going fast. Like I get it, it's weird cuz he shows me there's like a curve or a turn he was
Yes.
taking. And
Yes,
then
yes.
so I get the curve or turn and then I get there's some kind of either piece of wood or rock. They're showing it to me like as a log or something that looks like a log.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if one of the wheels hit it. Besides the fact that I think he took the corner or the turn too fast.
Mm.
He talks about going too fast or speeding or
Uh,
liking to drive fast. So it's almost like he took that corner too fast, but then his wheel hit something. I don't know if it's a log or rock. What I see it as a log or a stick
okay.
or something like that. And it's like I see
Hmm.
his tire hit it.
Yeah, because we're always like wondering like what happened? Like how did this happen?
That's
Well,
what
I
I
know.
mean, that's what he
Yeah.
shows me. He was going fast, and then I get a curve, like, or it's either a curve or a turn. But he shows it to me like I'm gonna go, I'm turning, and
Yeah.
then like a wheel hits something
Okay.
in the curve. So I don't know, maybe he went off the road a little bit and it hit something that was like on the side of the
I
trail
know
or whatever.
I think he like hit like a few things like before
Okay.
he actually had impact. Like he
Right.
hit a few things.
That makes sense because that's what I'm seeing. Like
Like
his
I think he
tires
hit a
hit it.
mailbox and like I don't know. I was reading over the police report. Like there was a few things that he impacted before he actually his final impact.
Right. Well, it was weird because like I said, he was going fast. He shows me like a turn, or it's either he was making a turn or he was going a curve. I keep getting it
Yeah,
like
there
kind
was
of
a
a
curve.
curve. And
Like
then
yeah.
it's like my wheel hit something and then I kind of lose control and I can't gain control again.
Mm.
But I also get something with the brakes.
Oh, okay.
So for I don't know if like his brakes weren't working as good to where he couldn't gain control or something like that, but I see him he's doing that, like trying to get the brakes to work better,
Trying to
or
like correct himself or something.
yeah, and I don't know if it's like something happened when he first hit whatever and it kind of messed up the car. I don't know.
And
Um,
that's actually interesting that you say that because we I come from like a big family, so
uh-huh.
we all of us were like, why was there no like brake marks in the street? Like why was there none of that? Like even after he like hit stuff before.
Did they ever check out this like vehicle?
Um I'm not I mean I would imagine they did, but I don't think they ever came back with anything.
Because it's weird. It's like I see him keep trying to hit the brakes, but like they're not working as good as they should. Or
Mm.
I also get there's something leaking, but I don't know if that's like from hitting something and it
I
caused
just thought of
the
that in my
leak.
mind too. I
Yeah,
just
because I'm
yeah.
seeing there's he's showing me like a trail of like leaks or drips
Mm.
or of something. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what,
saw
some
that
kind of
same
fluid.
thing in my head. Hmm.
Right. So I don't know if it's like brake fluid or
Right. Like
um,
from hitting something or
yeah.
right.
And then it's like then I see him like trying to hit the brakes and they won't, like it's not working like it should. Um that's what he keeps showing me anyways.
Okay.
Um and the missing I think it wasn't missing for a long period of time, but I feel like he was unaccounted for a certain period of time.
Well, I mean, I
I don't know if that
again,
was maybe before the accident or something, like no one could get a hold of him. I don't know if it
right.
was
I think yeah, I think you're right about that. I don't think his wife, my sister-in-law, could get in touch with him for a while. And so I know she was expecting him home like around dinner time.
Mhm.
And I think she was trying to figure it out, but then police ended up coming to the house and like
Okay.
announcing what
Okay,
happened.
so she didn't know where he was at the time.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Because I got the
Yeah.
word missing and so it was like confusing me, but it wasn't like he was missing like a day or something. It was like he was missing a
No.
few hours where like no one heard from him is the way it
Right.
came across. All right. And that's what probably why I was feeling nauseous because of the kind of accident it was and the front of my throat is hurting again. Or
Well,
my neck. So,
I
I
mean,
don't
you
know.
could be feeling nauseous for other reasons too.
Um yeah, maybe.
He was also drinking.
I was going to say that. That was the next thing I was going to ask you if he was
Yeah.
inebriated for
Yes,
this.
he was.
That was my next question because I didn't feel like I was sober.
No.
It's a stupid mistake.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows he shouldn't have drove. He says, "You know how men are. We feel invincible."
I know how he is. Yes.
Yeah. And I think he had that personality. Like nothing would happen to him. So he wasn't
Oh,
really scared of anything.
absolutely. Yes.
But the front of
Just
my
like
throat
my
hurts.
son.
So I don't know if that's something happened in the accident with his neck or throat,
Okay.
but um, it's weird because I was feeling that same thing earlier.
Mm.
Which if he was ejected, I could see why his neck or throat area would
Yeah.
be. Yeah, I was gonna ask. That was the next thing I was gonna ask you about the drinking, or if he was drinking, because I feel like prior to, I think he drank a lot though.
Yeah, his blood alcohol level was like probably close to death level, actually.
But I mean, and like he drank a lot. Period. He drank a lot that
Period.
day, but I think he drank a
Yes,
lot
he
as a
did.
person.
Yes, that's
Almost like
something
alcoholic.
he was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it runs in my family.
Um. Now he's holding a baby boy.
Oh,
So I don't know if this is one that's been born or is yet to be born.
okay.
Spirit loves to tell me that there's going to be a pregnancy or something, but it's either one that's on the other side that hasn't been born yet.
Okay.
He has a son, or um,
He
you
doesn't
know,
have a son,
it was
but
born and or it was not born. Like there was a
okay.
miscarriage. And
Okay.
that could be anybody in the family. It doesn't necessarily have to be but I want to connect it to his wife.
Oh.
So I don't know if there's a baby that maybe you don't know about,
Right.
or is something in the future with her, like she meets somebody else and has a baby,
Okay.
or they were trying to have a baby. There's something I want to connect it to his wife,
Okay.
for some
I
reason.
know that she had told me like I think they wanted to maybe try for a boy because they had 2 girls.
Okay, so maybe they were trying at the time that he passed.
And his
Um,
last post on Facebook was like, I love my kids so much, or I love my girls so much, and I wish I could have more, but I'm an old fart.
Gotcha. Okay, so it could just be that they just
Right.
wanted that. Um, so he wants to hand a rose to wife.
Okay.
Um, I keep hearing I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I effed up. I effed up.
Yeah.
Give me this. Uh, so he's sorry that she has to be a single mom.
Mm, yeah.
He says that he's there with the kids. Like he shows me, like, he flashes me through their life. Like he'll be there, and he knows
Okay.
it's not the same, but
Hmm.
he just wants her to know that he will be there in spirit.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I really try to like help whenever I can and just
right,
I
like
talk to her all the
I
time.
feel like she feels overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Um,
I would imagine.
and she's really struggled with it. There's a couple references here. So there's a reference to I keep seeing a gravestone, and I don't know if it's symbolic or not. Um,
Okay.
uh, I also hear the word memorial. So that comes in like usually if there's something done like a memorial of him, um, it can be at the crash site, it can be anywhere. Um,
So I
by his,
know he had like an award given to him at work, like after he passed away and stuff. He was part of like the Freemasons, so they did like a whole ceremony for him.
okay, so that might be the memorial that he's talking about. It usually comes across if like, there's anything done in their name,
Mm.
or for them. But was there anything put at the crash site? Because I keep going back to the crash site for some reason, or by
I
there.
mean, uh, there might be. I would imagine there was.
Okay.
I like I said, I don't
Right.
find comfort in like going there,
Yeah.
so I
I
never
know.
did go.
I think some people do that for them. You know
Right.
what I mean? But for spirit, they kind of like us because it's kind of like a reminder of what happened to them there.
Hmm.
But I know a lot of times they do that because I keep wanting to put a cross at the um, crash site. So I don't know if that was done by somebody or not.
Well,
And
actually, where he had crashed, like the final impact was into a tree, I believe, and it happened to be on a pastor's lawn. And
oh,
the pastor was praying over him as he was like, I guess,
oh, I
leaving.
just got the chills. Oh, so that's why I'm getting the cross because cross is symbolic usually of a church or something for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that was like,
okay.
yeah, that's
Well,
what happened.
yeah, that kind of just blew me away. I didn't really expect that.
Yeah, that blew me away too when I heard that.
Because I was just wanting to put a cross there, but I guess it's just because of what it symbolizes. Oh, wow. I wonder if he put anything on that tree though.
Right. I mean,
Like a
it
ribbon or
might.
something. Um So I hear the words, I'll be there in her dreams. So I don't know if she's had a dream about him. She's
Yes.
had a dream about him.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're always talking about dreams because I have them usually. Sometimes when a family member passes away, they come and visit me, but she gets them from my brother sometimes, but he's never come to me in my dream.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to put it for his wife. So
Yes.
okay. That makes sense. So that's just a validation that he
Okay,
is.
I'll relay that to her.
Okay. For some reason, that's the easiest way. And it's almost like he feels so bad for what happened. Like
Mm-hmm.
when they have their life review and they go back on everything, they realize the mistakes that they made. And um so he sees all that now. And it's like he's just talking about how just like stupid it was and how like he sees it like that. But he says he lived his life on the edge for a while. And he talks
Mm-hmm.
about how he wasn't that great of a husband sometimes because of his alcoholism.
Yeah, yeah,
So he talks about wishing that he would have made better memories and like been a better person to her, if that makes sense, when it
yeah,
came to his drinking.
right.
Like he was a good person. It's just, what alcoholism and alcohol does to people. So
Oh,
that's
yeah, I
what
saw a change. Yeah.
yeah. So that's what he's apologizing for because it was um he doesn't want to be remembered by that. But he knows that was a big part of who he was here. You know what I mean? Um but he does show me like there was a time when he didn't drink so much. I
Yeah.
just keep seeing laughing like with him and his wife laughing
Mm-hmm.
and like he's talking about like they had good times, they had laughs and he wants her to remember those.
Okay.
And he says even with you, like he wants you to remember the like how he really was.
Oh, I do.
Like he keeps taking me back to like the past, like when before he was, you know,
Yeah.
into the drinking and whatnot, and the type of person he was. Um, did he play video games or someone play video games?
I don't think he did often, no, if at all. Maybe when he was a kid.
I keep seeing someone playing video games.
Um, there's a lot of that in my house.
Okay. Do you have sons or something that play?
I have my son who's 5. I have a stepson who's 10, and their father who plays video games as well.
Okay. I mean, that's just to validate he knows what's going on there.
Okay.
Because I felt like it was a male playing video games. So I was like, did he do it? I don't know why he brought that up, but I guess it's just to let you know he's around. Um,
Okay. Yeah, I do wonder if he's around just because normally I feel like I can tell, but I
yeah,
haven't been able
it's
to tell
harder
with
with
him.
their own. It's harder with their own loved ones. Do you have a picture up of him? Um,
In my house?
yes.
Yes, I do.
I keep seeing this
A picture.
picture. Yeah, he keeps showing me a picture of him in your house that's in a specific place, and I feel
Mhm.
like I don't know if you talk to it or look at it, um, or if
I
it's
look
just in
at
a
it.
place where it's just there. Um,
Yeah.
he just keeps showing me that, like in a frame.
Yes, it's in a frame. I have it in my living room, and I do look at it all the time.
I also keep getting this. You know how people have like the in memory of on their car, like a sticker.
Yeah.
I don't know if someone's thought about doing that or if they have done it, but I keep seeing it. Keep seeing one of those stickers
I don't know
on
anybody who does
the
have
back
one of
of his car.
those.
I'm wondering if his wife's thought about it, because even if it's just a thought, they'll
They
talk
know.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder if she's
Thinking about it.
yes, or someone is, because unless
Mm,
it's symbolic for something else.
okay.
Because it's like written out like in loving memory, and then
Well, my dad had built a birdhouse, and where his tombstone, where he's like buried, there's a fence line and then a wooded area. So he had put the birdhouse there, and there on the post is in loving memory with his picture. It's
okay,
and
that
there,
makes sense then. And that's why I was seeing the gravestone then earlier.
yeah, I was actually looking at the pictures today.
Okay. So that's why I was picking up the gravestone, because I was picking that up, but I don't know, it kind of went away, and then now it makes sense why that's coming in again.
Hmm.
Okay. So he's just aware of the in loving memory thing. I guess that they just show me that because that's my symbol for an in loving memory thing.
Okay.
Um, and that's why he would show me the grave
Yeah.
or the headstone.
Hmm.
Okay, makes sense. I don't know if this name makes sense. If it doesn't make sense for you, then I'm picking it up for another reason. But
Okay.
I hear the name Tina.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Okay.
about that name.
I just say them because sometimes it makes sense and sometimes it's just someone else
Okay.
poking through. I mean, it could be a friend or something like that. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that name doesn't ring a bell for me.
Usually first or middle when I get names, and they can
Mm.
be just anybody. Just I don't know. Who knows? Maybe you might come across it at some point. If you do, just let me know.
Yeah, I could ask his wife. Does he have anything to say, like about family or to family?
So he is. Well, I mean, I get like the big thing with him is I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Okay, because he feels like that his passing was a big dent, like not only in his family with
Yeah.
his wife and kids, but also in your family. Like it left like a hole or a dent, so to speak. And he says in the manner in which that it happened and that it could have been prevented. That's why he's so sorry that he left in the way that he did.
Yeah.
Um, and I hear the words "I'm okay." So I don't know if someone's wondered if he's okay on the other side.
Okay.
But it's almost like he's answering, "I'm okay."
Okay.
Um, Also, he's releasing doves to me, which tells me he's at peace. That's usually my sign for peace, unless there's another meaning with it. Sometimes there is. And did he used to like pat or rub like your kid's head, like like hey buddy? I don't know how else to explain it. Or I don't know if
Um,
he did like this, like what's up,
it
kid?
could be. Probably.
Um, or hey buddy, and like rub his head like that.
I
Um,
can, yeah, I don't
messing
really
with his
have,
hair.
yeah, I could see him doing that.
Okay, because that's what I don't know why he's showing me that.
Has my son ever seen him before? Like, not long after he passed?
The younger one,
My son, yeah.
the younger son, the
Yeah.
youngest.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because he used to talk about him a lot after he passed, and like nonstop.
Yeah.
And he was really young.
Yeah. I mean, so kids have the ability to sense and see spirit more than we do because they
Yeah.
are very like the world hasn't tainted them. They're very open. They just come from the other side. They're
Yeah.
very innocent. So yes, and I feel like yes, he has. He has seen him.
I thought so.
And like when you were saying that, I was getting yes right away. But so are you his sister?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it's like I hear I love you sister or I love you sis.
I love you too, Mike.
And I hear I miss you.
I miss you too, Shorty.
And there's something about handwriting, his handwriting. I don't know if there's a note that you have or a letter or something. I don't know. I just keep seeing his handwriting.
I don't have anything with his handwriting.
I don't know if it's you or the wife.
Okay.
But it might just be like a little note. I just keep seeing his handwriting on something.
Okay.
Do you talk to him?
Not out
Sometimes?
loud.
No, it doesn't have to be out loud in your head.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Because he lets you know that he hears you.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking because it's almost like he's telling me, let her know that I hear her. Because I think sometimes you think you're crazy for talking to him.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
But he's there. He hears you. And he even answers back. So those little thoughts that pop in your head that are kind of random after you've said something to him.
I'll pay more attention.
Yes. Pay more attention to those thoughts that pop in because he hears you.
Okay.
Now, either you're the older sister or you just like to act like the older sister.
So I come from a family with 3 older brothers. I'm the
Okay.
oldest girl, and then I have 2 younger sisters.
Okay, because I heard big sis.
Yeah, so I'm the oldest girl.
Okay, that would make sense then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see. It looks like there's some kind of I feel like there's some kind of newness that's going to take place in your life. I don't know why. I don't know if this is going to make sense. I don't know if it's you or the wife, but he shows me boxes, which is usually my symbol for moving.
Okay.
And you might not even know that it's going to happen yet. Because they can go away in the future.
Great.
So I don't know if it's you moving or her, but it's somebody's moving.
Okay. I'm not sure about
boxes for that.
Oh, you know what? My other brother, just bought a house.
Okay.
And he just moved in.
Okay, that could be it then. He's just validating things that are going on so that he knows that they're going on, like big things. Okay, so that makes sense. That's for the moving then. He just wants his family to know the big message from him is that he's okay and he loves them.
Okay.
And he says he's very much around.
Okay.
So he shows me a celebration I don't know. Usually when they show me a celebration, it's usually a birthday or some kind of celebration that just happened or that is coming up.
Oh, his daughter's birthday.
Okay.
They're away this weekend for her birthday.
Okay, I thought so because he's showing me like it's like a big celebration thing, so that would be going away or whatever. All right. So he's just letting everybody know that he knows, he wants to say happy birthday to her and he knows what's going on. Also I want to go to like the beginning of the year, like January, February for some reason. Of
this year?
Well, of just the first couple months of the year.
Okay.
So it's weird because I want to say January, but then I also go into February, but I'm not really sure why.
Well, January, I had my son's birthday party. And that
Okay.
was the last time I seen him, and he passed away in February.
Oh, okay. All right. So that makes sense. No wonder I wanted to
Mhm.
go both ways. Okay. Um. Yeah, now my head's hurting again. All right. He's saying he's got to go now.
Okay.
And he's blowing you kisses and like waving. I get like a and then bye bye kind of thing.
I'll see you
He says,
again
"Tell my
soon,
wife I
brother.
love her," and he
I
says, "Tell
will.
my wife I love her," and then he wants it when next time you see his daughters,
Mhm.
give him a hug from him.
I will.
He
I'm
says,
getting like goosebumps right now and chills.
"That's just his energy, just
Yeah.
validating for you."
Ooh, he's coming in strong over here.
Yep.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what
Love
they
you, my
do when
pup.
they're saying, and I'm getting it here too. So that's what they do, especially when they leave sometimes.
Holy moly.
So it was a little hard bringing him through. Once I got the picture, I was able to do it. For some reason, I don't know why I couldn't. I mean, the backpack, I get that now, but
Well, thank
I
you
hope
so
it
much.
was helpful. I hope it was helpful for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Do you mind if we use this reading? I
Oh,
don't see Shannon
sure.
here anymore, but we'll just cut it off into its own video, and then you can have it. You download it or whatever. That way
Okay.
you have it too.
Thank you.
You're
I know it
welcome.
takes a lot of energy for you to do this, so
It
I really
does.
appreciate it.
It does. I'm sorry it took so long for me to get you on here, and then everybody's getting a
It's
little
okay.
antsy over here.
That's okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Have a good night.
You too.